Neighborhood TV is devoted to helping you get to know who's running for office before you hit the polls. We'll be spotlighting the candidates running for mayor of Brookhaven.
My name is Hillary Lind, and I am running for mayor of Brookhaven, Georgia. I have been in Georgia for 7 years, and I've lived in Brookhaven for 6 years. I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I came to Georgia 7 years ago because I actually came to visit some friends and family here, and I fell in love with the city. I hadn't been here previously and didn't really find that connection, but at that time I was ready to move, and I moved down here with my 3-year-old. Career-wise, I have worked in various capacities. I'm a accountant by trade, but I've been a financial analyst for 7 years for one company and have the opportunity to also be employed with the federal government. And I worked for various agencies, including CDC, where I deployed for the COVID-19 vaccine task force. And I was able to lead 6 different jurisdictions, mitigating different issues that they and ensuring that certain communities received the vaccines and overcame any hurdles that we had in that area. And I was able to report those issues directly to the White House. I decided to run for Brookhaven mayor for a bunch of different reasons. I knew that I always wanted to hold office at some point, but my goal was always I wanted to be president. And I wanted to be president probably since I was a little girl. And just being in politics, I worked with former minority leader Joyce Beatty in 2008 during that election time. And I think the bug kind of bit me that I wasn't just going to do community work. I really wanted to do something else. But I had other opportunities to work in the government. And so that time didn't come. And once this election time started, I started doing my research, deciding who I was going to vote for, and just looking at the other candidates. And I really had to take some thought and prayer to myself. And I said, you know what? I think this might be the time for me to run. I just looked at their background, and, you know, with the current mayor being term limited, I just felt like this was the time to utilize my background and experience to join in the race. If elected to become mayor of Brookhaven, the biggest change that I would make is to ensure that families have resources that they need to mitigate homelessness. In the city of Brookhaven, for the last several years, especially since COVID in 2020, so many families have been evicted, and Brookhaven residents are a part of the reason why the DeKalb County Courthouse is so backlogged when it comes to eviction. So my first thing that I would do is make sure that we had the resources, actually partnered with federal or county agencies to make sure that we have different things in place for families that they're renting and they're being evicted, or if they own a home and they having issues paying their mortgage. I want to make sure that we're able to overcome that, and we keep so many of the legacy residents in Brookhaven, and we want to keep them and prevent them from being displaced like so many families have. What I love about Brookhaven is just how so many people embraced us once we moved here. It's such a small, tight-knit community. When my son first started kindergarten, I felt like we were immediately embraced, especially since we actually don't have family here in Georgia. And I feel like once my children started school, it's like we created a family within the city of Brookhaven. My favorite place to go to in Brookhaven is actually Blackburn Park, right on Ashford Dunwoody Road. Because I have little ones, we love to go to the park over there. They have a lot of the food truck nights on Wednesdays, so we get to enjoy that and just kind of kick back and, you know, meet some of our other friends at the park.